or before. There's some argument that photographs over 1 meg can cause a problem and tend to drop out as well. There's a whole range of different things people have thought might be the problem, but the safest way is to say to yourself, look, it's going to take a little while. I'm going to have to rebuild the site. You can see mine is pretty big. I've got 4 podcasts on it and all of those pages. And I took the time and rebuilt the whole thing in '08. It looks a lot better anyway, so doing it, quite often a rebuild isn't a bad thing. And it's not too hard if you think of it this way. So here we are. I say what I want. I replicate this page. Well, first I don't want welcome. I want exactly the same page name as I've got. So double click on that, copy it, go back here, double click on this, copy it. You see what I mean? It's not that hard to do. This should give you or should help with the structure and problems with structures. I'll squeeze this up a bit so that I can see what I'm doing on the other one. I don't want that placeholder there, so I just want this, so I'm going to drag it across. Oh, I can't drag it across. What I'm going to do is copy this and put it here and see if that works. I think that should work. Yeah. Now, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say, look, I actually want, let me just not close it, but squeeze it down. In this folder, I'm going to put a new folder, and I'm going to call that graphics. And I'm hoping to hell this works because I haven't tried it. I'm going to take this, copy it, and drop it here. No, that doesn't work. Okay, instead what I'm going to do is open my site up in the web browser, or if I've got the graphics sitting there, it's not going to be a problem. But if I open the site up in the web browser from the existing site that I've got up, or any copy of it that I can find, I can simply drag and drop the graphics off into a graphics folder. If I haven't done that in the past, if I have done it, I will have the graphics all there. I was kind of hoping that you could just drag the graphics across, but it looks like you can't. You can certainly copy the text though, so I can take this, which I've got on my site, copy that. I can go back to the page again and drop that in here. The only trouble is, of course, it's white, so I need to change the colour. But that's essentially it. I'm just going to have to go, and you just have to go through the site and do it. There are some things, for instance, on this page, I used to use a program that would convert this into an embedded object. Well, now with the new one, I can use HTML snippets, and I can then just grab this, take the bit off it, which was the leading bit that I needed for the old 06, copy that, throw it into snippets, apply it, and there's my snippet, which is the bit that I've got from YouTube. So that's brilliant. I mean, that is fantastic. This stuff is great, and I'm going to do some tips on how you use the web widgets and so forth. But for the moment, I think that's all I can do, is that I can say to you, look, it's probably worth rebuilding your site in 8 and just saying that that's just the way it is. We found out that it's going to be in a different spot. You need to kind of organise your graphics and say, okay, well, I'm going to have very specific folders that relate to very specific pages, so that I can find them again easily. I found that when you've done that and then published it, it turns out that it appears to be pretty good. Just one little bit here too, if you do podcasts like I do, or in fact even before you do podcasts, make sure you open iPhotos up before you go and start playing with iWeb 8 because there's a different format for iPhotos, and of course iWeb 8 uses the media button, and I think that there may be some problems with that. I found mine crashed until I updated my photo library, and then it stopped crashing. I also opened all of my podcasts, which I had in GarageBand, in the new GarageBand, and then re-exported them back into my site, into the new site. And I found that it works flawlessly now without any problems at all, because it's been built only in the iLife 8 package. So there you are. What more can I say?